Welcome back, folks. Toaster here. Got another replay, this time from Combat Ineffective. He's in his T-44, which got pretty good buffs this last patch. It's got buffs to its armor, penetration, I think a little DPM buff. I mean, 5.36 seconds for 250 alpha is pretty good. So it's actually kind of a solid little tank, but when you're on a Tier 10 Himmelsdorf game, to get an ace tanker is actually quite a feat. You'll notice he is running turbo, vents, and a rammer. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. It starts kind of slow, but it's a very short replay, so stick around. You're going to see things happen pretty quick. It's going to get to the point where he's just firing nonstop. So thanks for sending this in, Combat. Appreciate it, and maybe we can learn a few things from watching somebody do pretty well in a tier 10 game. So one of the things you got to do when you're playing tier 10s is kind of, as he spots a bunch of guys out, is kind of get a look at what your top tier tanks are doing and then try and support them. You know, people say, oh, play as a support tank, blah blah blah, but what does that really mean? We don't really know unless we're watching the replays and actually watching what people do. And so you're going to see we got a 430U here, we got a SU-130PM, and an E5 here as well. And we're not sending a whole lot hill. So, so at any rate, we're just going to go ahead and wait and see what happens here. Just trying to see if we can get shots. And nothing's happening, so time to move on, I guess. So he sees that his 430U has pushed up, and so he's maybe trying to see if he can get a shot or support that guy somehow. And oh, there's a couple of guys. And that low, it looks like, hits him in the turret. He faces the turret towards the enemy, and of course the enemy bounces. So at any rate, he's going to get unspotted here, and then it's going to start picking up pretty quick. You notice there's an ISU there and a low, or lurver, however you want to say it. So those are two tanks that he can definitely fight against. Spoiler alert, that does not penetrate. So let's look at the time. We're at about 13 minutes, and we have 0 damage. So he's going to go ahead and make a cross here, and that seems to work out. And we catch a glimpse of the M5355. Now, what he does here is he gets in tight, right, to the rock. So if someone pulls out on him, he's not going to get shot. Sees the low fire, and he's able to kind of move up. And let's see, it looks like the ISU-152 is peeking out. Looks like the ISU fired, and he is taken out. So he's using standard rounds, but I think he's going to switch to gold here. And hopefully just wait for this low to fire, because once this low fires, and he does, he's got at least 2 shots that he can take, and that's good knowledge to know that he's got another 2 shots. Now, in the replay, it doesn't look like he hit him on the track, but prior to this, I watched it, and it looked like a full-on track shot. So he gets a track shot and some assists there, and now it's on to cap. But he's not going to go into cap, and that's probably a smart play with a 430U paying attention, right? And so 430U chooses to shoot the Rem Panzer, and Combat is just going to get some free shots here because the enemy is not focused on him. He's focused on the more dangerous tank, and not great marksmanship, but he does find the back of the turret, so that's good. And he is just continuing to put out damage. So now he's up to 1,800 damage and 1,500 assist, and he's got somebody he can't really pen easily, so he's going to go for the UDES, which is a smart play. And he jukes back just in time for the UDES to miss the shot. And he's back to standard rounds, and he's able to hit that UDES. So he's got an STI 2 or ST1, I guess, here. And suddenly it's 12-5, and he's got 2,600 damage. So it stacks up pretty quick here. And he's going to go ahead and use some gold rounds, I think, as he hits a nice little shot on the Tiger Mouse. Now, and then on the move, he hits the T95. Does 379 damage to himself, but he does end up doing enough damage to kill that T95. So we're up to 4 kills here, and he is ammo racked, so he is just waiting on his reload. Can't tell how much health that guy has, but he's able to get that final shot and finish him off for 3,600 damage in a tier 10 match, and he still has half his health. So that is a good way to see him flanking. He's using other people as distraction, as you always should in World of Tanks, unless you're a top tier. When you're bottom tier, it's fine to be the guy in the back. It really is, and just being the annoying pest. And that's exactly what he did. So let's go ahead and look at the after action on this. Okay, we're at the after action. Indeed, Ace Tanker, I didn't lie to you. And he got an Oskins medal, which is destroyed 3 enemy tanks or tank destroyers in a medium tank in one battle. And they have to be at least 1 tier higher, which I don't know how many of those I have. But that's imagine that's a fairly rare medal to get, basically. So well, let's just go to the after action. He is at 1,573 base XP, which is insane for his 3,674 damage and 5 kills. The T95 also played pretty well, and the Object 430U ended up with 5 kills as well, and he was very instrumental in taking the heat to some extent for combat. 20 shots fired, 19 hits, 17 pens. That is an insane amount of penetrations for the fact that he was bottom tier. So that was insane. And then again, he had 1,754 assistants. So that takes him up well over 5,000. What is that? No, that's over 6,000. 6,400, give or take, if my math's right. Ended up losing some credits, but I don't know if you guys with Wargaming's Watt 2.0 got some credits, but I'm up to around 50 million right now, so I don't know where Combat's at, but I assume he's got quite a few credits. So thanks for sending that in. I hope to catch you guys next time. Tonester out.